really is good about it, what he might bring about that, uh, this these properties, most of them, makes. If what I see, topic one is to, if you do question, I think 5.7, 517 on the Copland.
In Copeland?
Yeah, chapter 5. Do I have my Copland here? If you let me get Copland. Let me get my book quick.
Good night, I love you.
Will you be back to check on me in 10 minutes?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, I have to go get the book. Huh?
Yep.
Yeah, chapter 5, question 7. The way she wrote it there, the way they did it, if you want to look at it this way, you're not going to understand it that much. But that question, the way it's solved, you get a whole theory. Basically, that's
Question
all they
7?
mean.
That's given two random variables?
Yeah, this chapter 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you understand that question 7, you cover all of those, how to calculate in the variance of two stocks.
Right.
Yeah, that is all this page 1, page 2, I guess page 3. They all literally just talk about how to calculate all those crazy equations.
Yeah.
They really, it's all it's talking about. If you have a probability and you have the x, you multiply that. You get the mean, and then of course you get the variance, x minus xp. And so
Yeah.
I found it to really cover the first part of
Now,
topic
did
1.
you do all of the questions in the book?
Huh? Say it again?
Did you go through all the questions in the book?
No. I was just looking for one that's really a good scope of what she's talking here. I was trying to understand. I was reading it, but I was trying to understand the theory behind it. I didn't go through all the questions. Maybe that's the main question. That's the one I'm going to understand. I think that literally covers that topic.
Right.
And I don't think you're going to bring anything in that place. I don't think you're going to bring a problem there. Probably that one will come for the oral. And again, if it comes, you're not going to try to put those. You're just going to remember how to calculate the mean, the variance of, the stuff. Explain it theoretically. That is really what I see here.
Okay.
Yeah,
then let's see, in chapter, because it's like even all this freaking portfolio diversification stuff, you're not gonna memorize those formulas, right?
No.
Probably ask like how to compare two portfolios or two stocks.
Yeah, I think it's basically like what like that question, and the rest is the other one is basically to just to be able to explain this curve, the indifference curve. I think which MIT guy did really did very well. I want to listen to that, again a day before the oral or so, just to get the concept of that. Like before the oral, I'll listen to them again,
Yeah.
and because you're gonna reproduce what she, because when you look at what she gave us, what Copeland did, and you look at the other books, the explanation is different. But at the end of the day, is basically the theory is what's the best portfolio is on the tangent line. Everything else is just trying to say too much.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
all right. And with CAPM, so this with the derivation, somebody sent me their calculation. Let me see.
Captain, I'm banking on that question, the question they gave us. I think if...
Which question?
The one about the empirical test of CAPM.
This is on one of the exams.
Yeah. I think to me, that's the only sensible question that should come around that topic,
Hold on, so let me just see, which one is it exactly that you're talking about? So let's see, from exam 8. Which one? Question number 6?
No, I think question number 4, 2012.
Oh, hold on, I'm not looking at so from 2012.
Yeah.
Number 4. Yeah. Okay.
I think that's.
So there's that question, question number 4, and then also question number 6, right? That gets into Fama French, which is similar to CAPM, just at the size and value.
Yeah. I think if you understand those two questions, whether they come directly or something within those, I don't think you're gonna ask us to solve any question or to derive it. That's my guess, but I think solving those questions of CAPM, they are more like undergrad or MBA, for doctorate.
The ones here, you think?
Huh?
The ones in the exam you think are more undergrad or MBA?
No.
Oh,
you need to solve a question like CAPM, they are more undergrad.
That's what I'm thinking, that like inherently they think we should solve it so they could just throw it on and.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think, because if you look at all the PhD questions, they're not looking for you to know the concept. They want to see like,
the duration. It's definitely, I like calculating duration. Like I'd rather be calculating this stuff than.
No, I think that's the only question. That's the only one that makes sense, because that's something, that duration, convexity, that's something you don't do undergrad or even MBA or so. So that is, it could appear on a PhD exams. But if they bring a question like calculate the CAPM, this is that, that is not a PhD exam. That's like an undergrad finance, an MBA finance,
Do you know how to do it?
I don't think, which one?
Would you know how to do it if she said, here's, because I took that course, Fin 653, and that's what that course was all, actually calculating CAPM. So actually just got access to that course again, because I was thinking I was going to go back through and do, solve the math behind it. But again, we've got 3 weeks, and I've got to kind of pick and choose my battles here.
I don't think you're gonna get a question to solve that. I don't think so. Yeah.
So are you memorizing? What are you going to memorize? Just the Black-Scholes formula or the whole derivation of it?
No, you see, I am debating on that. What I'm looking at is question 1, 2.
In the book?
In the exams.
Oh, on her exams?
The old exams. The one we share, the one Jim was supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's talk about, the studies about the Black-Scholes.
Yeah, I did that one.
Yeah. And the other one, the one I did, the one to derive the FX one.
Where's that one? What was that one?
Question 2, I think, of 2012.
Yeah, derive Black-Scholes.
Yeah, question 2 of 2. The one I emailed it to you guys recently.
Yeah, I haven't gone over that one yet. That's pretty heavy, huh? So she wants the derivation of Black-Scholes. So we definitely have to know that, right?
Yeah, that one, I think, yeah, describing the two-dimensional results of impedance itself.
So your derivation of that, did you get into the Ethos derivation?
No, that one, where is it? I'm looking for it.
Okay, let me find yours.
Where did I have it?
Yeah, where are you?
Yeah, it asks us to derive the Black-Scholes for EU and US.
Hold on, I have to find your, that's what I need to do tomorrow, is just organize all these questions because they're all over the place right now. So this is from 2012, right? Let me see. So
yeah, the one that said derive the Black-Scholes option pricing model for the EU and USD exchange rate.
Okay, hold on. So, okay, so you did, so, okay, so here's, yeah, so here's for, hold on. So now we're going into the other topic. Hold on, before we get to that, just, so with topic 1, I mean, that basically covers it, right? So feel more like the questions that are already on this exam. And then for the portfolio, for the expected portfolio returns, the mean variance stuff, you think looking at 5.7 gives a good, feel for the calculations that potentially could be asked.
Besides even it's asked, it gives me the whole theory about what she's talking about here. Yeah, basically.
Right. Yeah, that's a good. Okay. So then in topic 2, we get into our friend Black-Scholes. And so do you think that she'll, do you think that you could see, and I agree, I think the orals are going to be way more all over the place. And I'm trying not, obviously that's in mind, and I'm putting in I'm paying attention to all the little details in her notes. But do you think that they're going to be graph, put on the board what a short straddle looks like when, it makes money or whatever? You know what I mean? I can't do those things.
No, what? The Black-Scholes, to derive it?
No, just looking at topic 2 at the very beginning. Okay. Looking at topic 2 where it's got the straddles and the strips and the straps and the strangles.
Yeah.
If she said, I'm just trying to know what they mean, what the position is. But if they're graph it, I really wouldn't really be able to do that. I don't
No,
think.
I don't either. I never graph stuff. I never really this one thing I don't know. I don't know the theory, but I don't
I feel like I'm exactly the same way. Like I'd rather see it in a chart or something than a graph. But okay, so I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about the binomial pricing. Like I think there were no practice questions though, right? Like on previous exam. Actually, there was one, wasn't there? Hold on a minute. Was there a practice question to do the binomial tree?
There was none.
Hold on, I'm just looking for one thing that I thought I read. Where is it? Hold on a minute. This is exam 8 and 12. Hold on one second, sorry. I'm just, where is that other thing? Oh, here it is. Okay, hold on a minute. I saw another question. Where did we I guess not. I swear I read something about
What the topic? What the past exams?
yes.
No, there's none about binomial. I've looked at all the exams, none about binomial.
Okay. Okay, so what are you going to remember though for this binomial model? Just how to do it? Like I feel like this is a bit more intuitive. Like I can just conceptualize. I think, you know, to memorize these formulas is cumbersome, but very.
No, I'm not memorizing. I'm just gonna know what is it, how it looks like, and I don't really see any question.
If they said, you know, assume the stock goes up or down, derive, you know, the probability under a one period binomial model, could you do it?
No. I didn't look at that. Yeah.
That's something I think we might have to know though.
Okay. If they say go up, derive.
Yeah. I don't think it will go out, you know, like to the nth, you know, like I think because I was trying to practice ones like, you know, on page 6 and 7, the T period cases, and it just gets way too messy. And I can't, and then it gets into like, you know, that exponential stuff. And I don't know even how to calculate, you know, it just gets way too much. And in that class, Fin 653, we did it. Like we were going out like a lot of periods.
Okay.
But we had the formulas, you know, it wasn't memorizing this stuff. So yeah. I'm going to know, I think I'm going to know how to do it by hand for one period and probably 2 period case.
How to know what? How to solve 1 and 2 period?
Yeah. Because what I can envision a question is like Black-Scholes, kind of like the question that you had, right? So your question was much more theoretical, right? Derive Black-Scholes and the assumptions. It's not anything mathematical, but I feel like I'm just looking. Let's see. Yeah, I can see.
You mean you see how to?
Yeah, I think what I could see.
Derive the binomial or how to solve a problem with that?
I don't know. To show the proof of it. Yeah, I feel. Hold on, I'm just looking at this problem. me see.
Which one? There's a problem there on.
No, I'm just trying to. I don't know. I'm trying to like envision, like you are, you know, what it could possibly be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna know. I'm gonna try to remember the 1 period and 2 period. And then when we get into this ethos, so for this, what I'm really trying, and I haven't done it out by hand yet, but I really want to just understand the derivation. You know, so she said, the Black-Scholes, why does Black-Scholes follow an ethos process? And I can prove it through the formula, that I can take it from, say, Brownian all the way through. And then I like her reconciliation on page 11, you know, that actually shows how you're really just replacing S, or how does she have it? You know, like you're replacing, what does she have replaced here? Like, I had it down before, but anyways, how well do you know? So I know you said, you know, that you've kind of figured it out. Michelle said she's figured it out. I understand what each of the symbols.
No, it's not figured out. What what I understood. Because the rest is basically memorization. Where the ethos process come in, ethos.
Right.
Really, what he did, he come up with something that cannot be differentiated, use calculus. His formula come in and able to do that.
Right.
Basically, that is his greatest contribution. That ethos, you know, before you cannot differentiate a function g of x and t, you know, so they lock in there. So ethos came in and he was able to bring in a function that's they able to differentiate. That led to deriving the Black-Scholes. You know, that's the theory about it. The rest is basically is memorized, is to do the ethos itself, to do the ethos differentiation. I mean, it's
right.
D of G, basically to remember that ethos formula. I don't know if
Which one in particular, this DG?
Yeah, it's like the one on page, where's
Bottom
page
of 11, top or bottom of 11, right? It's the same thing.
Page 9. I mean that main formula, page 9.
Which one? At the bottom?
Yeah. At the bottom, ethos lemma.
Yeah. So the DG. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Right.
So that is the big thing. I don't know. I don't see.
Yeah, this is the main formula. And the way that I'm understanding it is, I mean, it gets into like first derivation, second derivation. I mean, it's super mathematical and calculus, you know, so I don't really understand exactly the math, but I understand that it's trying still to look at the average kind of stock price and the variance and volatility, you know, because it takes that mean or mu, right? And it also takes the variance into consideration when it transforms into Black-Scholes. So like, you know, it's still and trying to come up with this price using expected return and volatility based on average return. What's confusing me though is how it says, it seems like for like, I don't know if it's just Brownian or also ethos that it doesn't look at previous performance, right? That's like the whole thing.
I think that's the Markov.
Markov, right.
Markov is the one that just look at the current time, literally Markov is saying that the price of stock in as opposed to the stochastic process that look at the history.
So stochastic does look at the history, right? Okay.
Now, stochastic tend to look at the history to a certain point in time and then try to forecast the future. Markov said the history does not, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Basically, they said the stock, they say it doesn't remember. It's the current time, a point in time that they could be able to predict the future. That's what
Right.
Markov is saying. And then
Brownian.
Brownian.
Brownian makes it his theory, right? Did you know it was based on a piece of pollen in a glass of water?
Yeah. Well, I think Markov and stochastic or random, they are more like discrete. When it comes to Brownian, they are not the continuous. Like
it's just ever changing. It just keeps moving every second.
Yeah, the continuous process.
You can't find that point.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to understand those properties in Brownian, where it's like mean 0, variance 1, because that fits into the proof, right?
It is the way those things, the way they have them, the properties, once she give these properties, it's make very difficult to understand because there is no logic behind them,
Those are really hard to understand. But did you watch the MIT video?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's what I watch. Yeah, I watch the MIT.
Good understanding that other guy explaining the properties. Like I could follow him a little better.
Yeah, it's literally that is it's like it's basically like I'm expecting these to probably in the oral explain that you try to basically I'm trying to understand the theory behind these guys,
right?
Nightingale, all these guys. What is it that they contribute to this process? That's basically I'm looking more for the theory, for the oral, but for questions here.
So how would you answer this one? If somebody said state and derive ethos lemma. So for the stating ethos, I mean, the big function formula is the dg equals, right? The derivative of g over derivative s, right? AST. So that's our main
Yes.
stating the formula. But now deriving the formula is what is very difficult to do because her notes really don't have a nice flow.
Yeah.
So I'm having a hard time kind of working backwards. So what would you say for like, have you worked out what the whole derivation looks like including the Brownian, properties, and then the ethos process using Taylor series into this ethos lemma?
No, what I see, because the ethos formula comes basically, I don't think they're gonna ask us to derive it where it comes from, but
I think she might
ask us to derive the ethos lemma.
Yeah.
She didn't derive it herself.
I know, but I was talking to somebody who took the exam and he thinks he had to derive it.
To derive the ethos lemma formula?
Yeah.
Okay. You mean this one, the one on page 9, we have to derive it?
Yeah. And that's why I don't know if it's just state it, state what it is, or explain it, or I mean, what is the derivation of it? I don't even know. How do you even get to this? That's what I was really struggling with, with all these other processes. How do they all just lead into this ethos?
Yeah, that you have to look for, because the way I was looking at it was from the ether, you derive the Black-Scholes.
Exactly. And that makes sense to me because you're really just, you can replace.
Yeah, basically, the way I look at it was what from page 9 at the bottom. You see that it goes straight to page 11 at the bottom,
11.
where you plug in the
Right.
USD and you get the Black-Scholes.
So it can, because when they're looking at Ethos, that is for stock, where obviously Black-Scholes is for options. So you're able to replace the valuing of a stock, which Ethos does, for the valuation of an option, which Black-Scholes does. Yeah. And you're just replacing the call prices for the stock prices and looking at the average drift or the expected return and the variance for volatility. Right?
Yeah, literally that's, yeah. I mean, so
somebody said that the connection between Ethos Lemma and Black-Scholes, I mean, what would you say the connection between?
Well, the connection is that Ethos allows the Black-Scholes to be derived using calculus, literally, without if you see part 4 at the top, the Black-Scholes option pricing model, you see that on page 11.
Yeah.
You see an immediate application of the Ethos lemma is the derivation of the Black-Scholes.
Right.
Partial differential equation. Without the Ethos lemma, the Black-Scholes will not have come to existence, literally, because of what they have. They have two functions. When you use calculus, you cannot derive it. So Ethos added this function that Black-Scholes was able to use to derive their own function. So that is really what Ethos does, literally.
But what are the two functions?
Huh?
What are the two functions that they came up with?
Is the d of x. If you look at
z?
if you look at 9, you go back to page. Yeah, if you see d of x, a of x dash t.
Oh, d of x. Wait.
Yeah. So normally, when you want to differentiate this thing, is d of x over x equals to a of x. But now there is a time component that will not have able to use these two things at the same time. So what Ethos does is that you say, okay, you could do d of t. You know, he brought in something that was not there. I think that's what, that guy was explaining.
So he brought in d of x.
Oh, he brought in the d of g over d of t, and this include function of x and time.
Right.
It's difficult to explain.
Where did you hear all this, in the MIT lecture?
Yeah. That guy, yeah.
I'll go back to.
Yeah. The guy was talking about the Markov. Yeah, basically, that's what he was saying. That he even said something that it was really incredible. How he come up with this. I mean, it's like nobody was thinking about that, and he came up with this thing, and all of a sudden, he expanded calculus.
Right.
Things that we were not able to do, because the importance of calculus is it helps you analyze things. If you can differentiate and integrate, you could go to the bottom, you go at the top. So that is the great thing about calculus. And when it has a limit, you can go further. But Ethos introduce more aspects that makes analysis of variables that move possible.
Right.
But to analyze things that move, you really have to differentiate or integrate to see how far they go, how below they go. It's only through calculus. So.
And it's variables that move continuously.
Yeah, it's like maybe that move continuously. Yeah, it's calculus that's able to really to analyze them. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so if that is the case, we just try to memorize this part. I don't. My thing is that it's gonna be one question.
Right.
Spend my time to try to answer one question.
I know. That's where I'm at with all of this. I'm like, to spend a whole day now trying to come up with, you know, what I'm thinking a question might be, like you're saying, where it's like, that's exactly it. It's like to be broader on a lot of topics or master a few of the topics as
yeah, I mean, yeah, she's gonna ask 3 questions. You know, I don't think she's gonna bring all the 3 questions in one topic. You know, so and
right.
If I will look at it, but I'm gonna try and know all of Nam's question. That's 75% or 60%.
50 or more. Yeah, because then we only need to know 2 more.
Yeah, you just need to know 2 more, you know? And I don't want those ones to suffer. And here I don't even know what she's gonna bring, and I spend all the time to memorize these ones. And my brain is displaced with the other ones, you know? Yeah, so it's we don't have time. I mean, we are trying to do it shorter, you know. This exam, we're supposed to do it next year, somewhere there, you know. So because if we wait next year, I could memorize all of these, but it's
well, that's the thing. I mean, if we move on, so all right, I'm with you kind of on what to know. I mean, I'm just so then Black-Scholes though is, so that's the other thing with the Black-Scholes derivation. Do you think she'd ask to derive Black-Scholes?
I hope not.
I mean, it's going to be enough for me just to memorize the Black-Scholes formula and the Ito's, you know, just formula, never mind the derivations of it.
Yeah, I hope she does not, because even the way she does it, she just copy from the book.
Well, okay, so this goes to your question. I mean, and she did ask this, right? So she asked to derive Black-Scholes. So your answer.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's not Black-Scholes. She derived Black-Scholes for option. So it's already, you start from Black-Scholes itself, and then you just add. It's not like the whole Black-Scholes. If you see the question, which make perfect sense. Question 2, derive the Black-Scholes option pricing model for the EU-US exchange rate. It's an extension. It's not like you start from beginning. It's like,
well, hold on, let me just get to where you are anyway. So you've got, see.
You see the question?
Yeah, but I'm trying to follow your So the Black-Scholes for European options. So your C though is different. What about, so on page 13 at the top, right? For the call to price a call option. So you're taking, I'm just looking at her notes and trying to compare them to yours.
No. Yeah, this one is that you will start from, okay, at the top of page 13, you see the call option. The formula there is what?
You're doing the OR one, that the log one, right? C equals SND1. You're using the D1s and D2s for this one.
Yeah, the D1 and the D, yeah. That's the yes, not the yes. That
So,
exactly.
I mean, you would memorize this and you'll memorize D1 and D2 formulas?
Well, I don't even, I did I use that?
Well, D1 and D2 are in the formula. And then this is confusing because I did one out by hand. I did, I don't know, Copeland 2.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you might have to memorize. If yeah, for this
But
one.
if she gave us a problem, like, hold on, I was looking at Copeland 235. Let me just
Uh-huh.
put that as I did this a little while ago. 235. Yeah. So on page 235, there's a numeric example where she comes and she actually prices out a call price, right? Like we did this, I know, in Godsman's class. You know, we had all those Excel, fine.
Yeah, no, yeah, that one. Yeah, if they give
But
that.
if I do this by hand, memorizing the formula, it gets very confusing because you have to actually, I printed out like normal distribution charts because you need the normal distribution charts to even solve this by hand. So I don't think
no, yeah, definitely. You can solve it by hand, yeah.
I think she's going to ask us of a numeric problem, right? It would be more something like this where we have to know the formula.
Yes.
So you've got option formula here. And then why did you put, where's the put one?
The put is the next one.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. So, okay. Yeah. So you've got call and put all exactly the same as here. Okay. So then, all right. So to probably memorize those as part of the derivation, right? And then you go on to talking about the models. That's great. But now what are you doing? So.
Yeah. The whole thing about this is that basically the call, the Black-Scholes model is, I mean, there is no dividend paid. Okay. So here you assume that is paid. And when you assume that dividend is okay, dividend is reducing basically the price of the stock. And so is this, that same formula is basically the SOE to the EQRT is literally the price of a call, you know, at the beginning.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, you might have to read it intuitively. It's really it's
derived Black-Scholes for the European exchange rate. Make sure to detail any assumptions.
Yeah, I literally it's Hall has it. It's exactly, he explained it. I picked it up from Hall. Literally,
this was not in her notes, right?
No, this was not in his notes. Yeah, Hall page 372. It's like 1 or 2 page. All of this thing was taken care of it in 1 or 2 page, literally.
Okay, all right. So this is page 372 from Hall, but this was not because so this exchange rate stuff. This was not in her notes, though, right?
No, it was not. It's not in our notes. No.
Okay.
It's not.
That's my big fear. Is like if we didn't have this practice example, like just because I'm sticking to her notes so closely, like if something like this is thrown on here that we haven't seen yet, I'm gonna have no idea.
Yeah, I know. Looking for it, and then she said to look. I look for it, but when I look at it, it makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, all right, I'll study it. I just haven't studied it yet. So, all right, thank you for doing that.
And also, on the internet, this guy, it's basically, it's what happened is literally an extension of the Black-Scholes, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody extended it to include foreign currency.
Okay.
To me, this would make sense than to derive the Black-Scholes itself. So.
This would make a better question.
A better question than to go through all of this calculation that even herself was bungling when she was doing.
I know. Okay. Right. So then, yeah. So for Black-Scholes, you're not going to memorize like, so because you wouldn't quite call this a derivation though, right? Or you do? I guess it's how Black-Scholes derives into the foreign exchange.
Yeah, that's that one. That I'm gonna memorize.
So what are you going to memorize here? You're going to memorize basically the whole thing.
Yeah. I think the only thing to memorize is the process, because the question itself, the Black-Scholes formula, I know it. I think I could remember that.
Yeah.
And most of this place I just write for all of you guys to understand. But if I'm answering it, I will just say with a dividend yield of Q, the stock price grows from SO to SOE. Replacing that, I put those things. I'm not going to write all of this. I just put those for understanding.
Yeah.
Place
this new model to include dividend.
I replace it. Yeah. Then I replace it here and there. And even if you don't remember, I don't even think you need to know D1 and D2. I just put it there because you could just remember the Black-Scholes, the C, SOE to RT, and that. If you don't remember the D1, it's okay, because that's not what you are deriving. You're deriving the call and the put, not for you to kind of analyze the formula itself.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, that's what I'm concerned about, is that in the event that we needed to actually perform the calculation, which you're thinking we're not going to.
No, yeah, because I
mean, you need to know D1
if we have to do that, he will have to give us a spreadsheet.
I know
already that has it there. We just plug in, because where are we gonna get this log and all this stuff? I don't even know what they're gonna
do it by hand, using a literal log and have the sheet, and then it gets confusing.
Yeah.
About it's really confusing to just do it by hand, and I did it, but I don't have it memorized.
No, yeah, it's gonna be,
because then this gets really confusing at the bottom of page 13, getting into like the reconciliation of the option pricing.
Yeah, and that's she only do, it's like 2 lines that we need to try. I'll need to try and understand what is happening there.
Well, let me see.
I don't even know, because it's just 2 lines. I don't know reconciling binomial price and Black-Scholes. I think what she's saying here is basically the 1 plus RF. It said is the same as the E to the RFT.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've written. That.
Yeah.
I had a tutor helping me with this, and I got really confused because it is just that. It does switch. That was exactly, where it's like, because it's changing from continuous to discrete.
Yeah.
Black-Scholes has the continuous, and like you said, to change from a discrete to 1 plus RF to the negative T times negative makes it. See, but so you think you'd like memorize this or just know conceptually?
Yeah, well, for me, I want to understand. I look at this, but I don't understand what is going on here, and to know the theory behind it. Yeah, I will want to know what is going on here, literally, because I know if she's gonna bring it, she will give us this formula. She will say the continuous is this. This is the how do you reconcile it? Because I don't think she's just gonna say the Black-Scholes and the binomial reconcile it. She might put them there.
She could ask, how do you reconcile the binomial option pricing model and Black-Scholes model?
Yeah. And then I want to know the concept, because what she says here, if that is it, then that's it. Well, if that is the case, it means the continuous, that is E to RF, has 1 plus risk-free rate to the time t. I mean, she didn't elaborate here. She didn't show anything.
Yeah.
The next page is something else.
I know.
You know, so if she didn't say much, what does she? I mean, this is the thing now. It's like you have the Ito Lama, you have the Black-Scholes, you have the
Binomial.
you have this reconciliation. That's 3 questions.
And now
And-
you've got this exchange rate thing, this reconciliation. I mean, this is a lot.
Huh? That's a lot.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to know there.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just look at it. Looking at it, we already have 4 questions on Black-Scholes, the exchange rate, the Ito lemma, the derivation, I mean, it's like she's not gonna get 1 question from there because she's only gonna give 3 questions.
No,
you know,
but which question's it going to be?
No, that's what I'm saying. Is she gonna ask all 3 questions on Black-Scholes?
Right. No, I know she's
know,
not going to, but the fact is she's going to ask 1, but it's like we've got to know 7 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've got to know.
All
We've got to know ethos. We've got to know, I think, binomial pricing. We've got to know this Black-Scholes derivation, as you've said about this exchange rate stuff, which I have not studied yet. And then thing.
So you mean Ito derivation, how to derivate Ito? That's exactly, they said the question came like that?
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
No,
I also don't know if she says derive Black-Scholes.
Black-Scholes?
And that goes on to this page 12 with all this crap. That's really hard to follow.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Even I look at it at the book stuff, you know, and therefore
it does not flow.
Yeah, you literally have to memorize it because it's not following logic, literally. I write it back, I try to write it, you know, normally when I copy it, the logic stops somewhere. You know?
I hear you.
It's not logical.
Almost ethos makes more sense than this.
Yeah.
I agree. This is really, so that's what I was worried about. And actually, if you didn't solve this problem the way you did your question number 2, I was thinking with derived Black-Scholes, it was this. How it relates, it's really how it relates to this exchange rate, how you can use it.
Yeah, or you think that question was to derive the whole of Black-Scholes? Yeah. No, when I read it first, that's what I thought. But when I went to Hall and look at it, that's when I understood, okay, that's what happened. Yeah.
But what if she says derive Black-Scholes?
No. What she say what?
Derive the Black-Scholes formula.
If she says that?
Yeah.
You go to another question. If you memorize it.
There should be like 10 questions that we only have to answer 5.
Huh?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, there's just so many things she could possibly ask. And then when she's like, you know, look at the questions in the book, what if she just literally opens the book and chooses one?
Which book? What do you mean?
Any book. How when I asked her for more examples of questions, she's like, just look at the questions in the book. 7 books to choose from.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the thing. She's such an odd, I don't know. Okay, so moving on. Now for the Greeks, are you memorizing these formulas or you just would know how to interpret these?
Yeah, I just don't understand how to interpret them. Yeah, it's because you
Like,
have to.
mean,
Yeah, and yeah, it's they are intuitively. This is how. Again, I I would be a far better teacher than most of these people they do. They're making this thing unnecessarily complicated. I don't know why, you know.
yeah.
The way I look at the Greeks is five of them,
Yeah.
and the way when I look at it, when I read this, to remember them is basically is the delta. The delta. I mean, look at the Greek. Okay, I'll show you easy way how I get them. The delta is changing market price. Okay,
Yeah.
the gamma is basically changing delta,
Yeah.
and the theta
Yeah.
is time. You
Yeah.
know, vega is volatility.
Yeah.
Rio is risk-free rate. I mean, it's really that.
Yeah.
And you can see at R risk-free rate, V volatility, theta T, and all those stuff. And that's literally that's I think what all these 4, 5, 6 pages is talking about.
But then if I had a question like this on page 20, you know, how to make the portfolio vega neutral and vega and gamma neutral, I don't know how to do that. I was trying to do it, like dividing things, but it's hard to do. Or like in these examples, you know, what's the options vega, like to literally calculate it.
Yeah, well, again, that's
You know, like you, I know what they mean, like definition wise, but if I have to calculate it by hand or try to, you know, make a change a portfolio, like she does have, you know, looking example on page 17, make the portfolio gamma neutral. You know, I don't know how to do that. Or, you know, these examples in the middle of page 14. How many shares of stock does the investor need to cover the call if the delta of the call is 0.5? I don't know how to answer these.
no, I don't either.
And that's what I'm afraid that she could, you know, I don't want to ignore. I guess I'm going to go back and try to be able to answer these things.
Yeah, probably, yeah, just to understand those ones, yeah.
But I'm like, what if that is one of the questions?
Yeah.
It was more like Nam, and even Nam's kind of variable. Like we think it's going to be one of his questions, and so far, you know, when I talked to the guy who took it 2 years ago, he said his questions were the same. You know, we saw it in the class that his questions were the same. I wish that she gave us even 50 questions.
Yeah.
And said
Yeah.
it's going to be 3 of these, and they could be very, very hard, you know, but just not having any direction. I don't know.
It's absolutely, yeah. And you ask her direction for the question, she show you some of her references were not correct. When you look at it, you can't get anything from there.
Yeah.
The guidelines she gave for the questions, some of them.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it. Like I get this is a doctoral degree, but it's just I don't know who could really solve these. You know, just maybe Jim could have. I mean, Michelle. I don't know. Who's even ending up taking it? Just me, you, and Michelle?
Well, it's me and you for sure. Michelle is not 100%. She said they've not given her the go-ahead yet. She said because
she didn't even take Fin 653. Did you take 653?
No, I took 655.
Oh.
650.
What was that? Oh, that was with Wilson. But and then you took both of
I took 672.
Yep.
And then 6. I took another.
You took 2 with Gottesman?
No, I took 1 Gottesman, 1 adjunct professor. That was a corporate uh, finance class.
Oh.
Yeah, as none of it is anything close to what we're doing right here.
Oh, so you dropped it?
No, I took that class. No, I did 3 elective for the finance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just honestly, even if I had another, 2 months to study for this stuff,
Yeah, you don't even know if you're going to be ready for that. That's the other thing. That's true.
So like I am just doing every day, I'm trying to learn more and more, but on to the questions. I've got to start feeling good about those.
I think for me, that's what I'm doing. I want to know those 12 questions, really comfortable with them.
Yeah.
I'm putting all my eggs on those ones.
Yeah.
Know them very well, and try to know NAM's question.
Yeah.
And try to know this duration, and
right.
have an idea of this black shoal. I will see which one, whether the Ito Lima or whatever that is it, and have an idea of that. And there's not much you could do.
I know.
Yeah.
So then in topic 3, narrate stuff again, like, the charts, I have a really hard time with the graphs. I
think topic 3, the whole of topic 3 is literally the calculation of that duration and all this stuff. I think that's the one. I don't think
like these models, these freaking equilibrium and arbitrage models, you're not going to memorize those, right?
Nah.
Okay, because I haven't done that yet, and I don't know what they're even trying to exactly say. But then what if she's like, what's the difference between Rendelman and Vizicek and Cox models, like in terms of equilibrium? Like it's just so random what she could be asking.
So is she gonna be there? Are they gonna be there during the exams? Do you know?
I don't know. I feel like maybe they're there.
So are we gonna do it? And we're not gonna do it in the computer. All the computer. They're gonna give us a pad to write.
No, we have a computer. So from what I understand, there's some iteration of Excel. Like it's not really Excel, but it's something like Excel.
No. What I mean is, yeah, but you could handwrite.
Oh yeah. So like the formulas, like you can write them and submit those.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I talked to. Well, that was when I asked. I told when he called me. I said, "Are we gonna have?" He said, "Yeah." He said they will give you. He said they will give you a pad. You could write it there, or you could do it in the computer, whatever it is.
Right. Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
That's what I understand. That some you can write on the computer, and then some you will have like, kind of like Excel, and then you will have the notepads too. So do you understand though? So could I ask you now, so that problem that it was, what number was it? That I said my numbers are different than yours?
Yeah.
What problem was that? Hold on, let me find my
question 3 of 3.
What was the last one I sent you? Hold on, let me see. Because I think the other one we reconciled because, I think I did times t to the 2. I said times instead of plus. So that one we got really close. But now, where's the other one? Hold on. Let me find mine. Joe. Oh, okay. So it was exam 2008 question number 3.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, it's literally, you could plug in, you just change. If you have,
Oh no, sorry. No, it's not that one. It's exam question 3. So 2012. I'm getting our price is off. See, this is what I'm saying with the negative. So look at your price on that one, the present value calculation. You have it raised to the negative period.
which one?
Okay, so this is exam 2012, question number 3.
Yeah.
Well, let me pull up yours too, Joe.
Yeah, you're looking for the present value.
I know, but hold on. Hold on. Here's yours.
You're talking about the one, the 8.35, the yield there.
Yeah. Hold on. So your, does it even matter? So mine, I did not do to the negative, right? I got 84.53.
84.53?
Yeah, and yours is 82, right?
82.
82.9. So I feel like,
What up? Where did you? Okay.
because I don't think it matters, even if I did it to the negative, I don't think it matters mathematically. Hold on, let me just, for the heck of it, double check.
Where is the difference? Where is your? Did you send me yours?
Yeah.
Maybe. Your price, you said your price is 84. So
I'm using
why you raising to the 10, 8 to the okay, 8 to the 1 plus.
but we start off right. Like all of ours are
Okay.
and
Okay.
so
So let's begin from 1.
it's the last one we're off. For some reason, no, it starts. It's so weird. I don't understand. So
Okay, let's begin at the top.
okay.
My first one, I have 2.55. What do you have?
I have 2.55.
Okay, I have 2.45. What do you have?
Yeah. I'll just let you know if mine's different. I have 2.45.
Okay. Okay, I have 2.35.
Yep.
I have 2.25.
Yep.
No?
Yes.
2.16.
Yep.
2.08.
Yep. What was the next one?
1.91.
Okay, so I have 1.99, then 1.91.
Yeah. 1.84. 1.76. 1.6. Huh?
Yep. 1.69.
Yeah, 1.69. 1.62.
Yeah.
1.56.
Yeah.
1.50.
Yeah.
1.44.
Yeah.
1.3. 1.38.
No, hold on. I'm missing something. Hold on. So it's like I'm missing periods. Hold on. So
You need 17 period. You know, it's 8 years. So,
yeah, I'm missing periods. Yeah. That's why. Okay, that's where I'm off.
okay.
Why? How did I do that? Hold on. So this was 2.12, and it goes out to 8.24 years, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
yeah.
It's
for some reason, mine. That's going to be my sloppy mistakes. That's going to kill me. Is just sloppy mistakes. I know it. So then That's going to tell me every time. All right, let me see now what happens. Hold on a minute.
I thought you changed this thing. It is 7.27 years now. What's this question?
All right, so what was you got 82.90? Yep, all right, I'm with you now. So now, let's see if something's off. We've got duration. Duration, convexity. Your duration, 6.5. 6.5. Convexity, 55.8. All right, make convexity off.
Convexity, I have 51.5.
Hold on, how come your thing says 55.8?
Yours is which one?
The one you sent, oh.
Yeah, look at the one I sent, the current one, the one I sent yesterday.
Oh, hold on, I didn't see that.
The old one, there was some error.
Hold on a minute. You sent it yesterday, you said?
Yeah, I sent the other day when I sent update. I said updated one, I think.
Yeah. That's for example.
But one of them, I did the same mistake you did. I said t squared times t. I didn't put
You
t
did it too.
Huh?
Oh. I don't see it. Could you just send it to me again?
Okay.
Do you think these questions, these are doctoral level, not MBA level?
No, these are
This feels like
doctoral level.
really easy to me. Like if you give me real numbers versus like crazy formulas that I can like really see, it's much easier for me. This is still a lot to like memorize. It's still a lot to memorize.
Yeah.
Each of the steps and.
Yeah, I mean this one, if you've not seen it before, you see it the first time in an exams when you have 30 minutes. It's a very complicated question,
Yeah, right.
because you have a week or two. it looks easy that way, but if you just see it, it's not easy.
I agree. Did you send it again?
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, what happened? What am I doing? I'm trying to attach it, and what did I do? Okay. Okay, I send it. Yeah, the other, you get it?
Let me see. Yep.
The other thing that I saw
I don't know why I'm still
was your, huh?
Yeah, my convexity is still off from yours.
Yeah, your convexity, you have your formula. Look at your formula at the bottom, where you divide 1 plus B4 raised to the square. Okay?
B4 needs to be by half. Yeah.
Yes, you got to divide that by half.
Can you just take semi-annual or no?
Yeah, it's semi here. Yeah, so you're just gonna, like for me, what I have it at the top is basically 1.04175.
Right, so you just did but why are you using, isn't the semi-annual is 4.18?
Say it again? Semi-annual is 0.4175. 8.35.
Right. What else is going to kill me? Just in general, sometimes the decimal places trip me up.
Oh,
so
yeah.
like then you can't, because what's the actual formula? It's for convexity. Right, it's 1 plus y, right?
Yeah, 1 plus y. That is for continuous. But if it's semi or quarterly or this, that, if it's semi, it's 1 plus y or 1 plus y over 2 or 1 plus y over 4 or 1 plus y over 12 or infinity. Yeah.
Right.
So you gotta, if you divide it for the price, you gotta do it too for the convexity.
All right, I'll figure that out. I see the error. How come I did it right though on this one? Yeah, I don't know why. All right, hold on. Let me just see. So if I did, so I don't necessarily have to divide by 2. I can just do it by this 1 plus the semi-annual rate, right? Instead of dividing by 2.
Yeah, just use the rate. Yeah, that division is gonna.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting 60.66, which is not the same as yours.
The Excel, the formula, you gotta close them. You gotta look at how you do them. Just
That's
put.
Other thing that's, it's like I haven't.
Yeah, for me, the best thing is, especially in exam, you just do that thing up there. Yeah, if you want to put all formula, you put them there. Excel is gonna mess you up very quickly if you don't have all the brackets in one this one. All
right, I'll play around with that. That's fine.
Even me, like when I did this, I don't trust it. I use the calculator just to test them, because Excel mess you up very easily.
Right. So now with I think I was asking you inverse dirty prices. It made sense to me in Godsman's class. Like, you didn't take that class, right? You didn't take his fixed income class. But her calculation on the top of page 8 does not make sense to me.
Which one is that?
The clean versus dirty price. Like, I understand all that you're dealing with, the difference is accrued interest, but how she backs into it is crazy to me. And I don't know, like, if we had a problem like this, and she said, especially because this one, is not on a solid year, that it would have some accrued interest hanging out. And if she said, calculate the clean and dirty price let's say for this problem, how would you do it?
What, for number one?
Yeah.
Yeah, well the number one was the crazy one. That's how I know how to do this question. For the number one, what you do exactly what we do for this one. If you take literally, it's 10 years. If you take that 10 points, it's 10.16. It's 10.16 years. Okay.
Okay.
And you, I get that number. That was the one. Let me send it to you. Let me see. Where is it?
If you have it worked out in Excel that I could see.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you something.
Okay.
For the first question. That was the one that give me the assurance that I was doing right on the other one. Yeah, I just did the one. How she get the 135? The 135.9.
35.
Yeah, I sent it.
But how does it break down to each? Like, why does it start with the present value and then you add one coupon back and then you discount it?
Which one?
Only to subtract it back out. Like, it doesn't make sense.
How, what? Which one?
Just 1 through 4 in general. It just.
Or 1 to 4. I didn't look. I look at 1 because the other one I think you were just adding things.
Yeah, but it's adding it. So you add a coupon, then you discount the coupon because you've got. So then you only calculate 1 to get the present value, but to actually come up with the clean and dirty price, you've got to take minus. It doesn't flow right to me. I feel like.
No. Yeah, no. She literally just copy. I don't know where she got the answers from and put them in. Yeah, I struggle to get number one because I see number one. When I saw number one, that's the one I get interest. This 10.2 years. Then that's how I wanted to know how to calculate, the question on the exams.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's the one I take me for. So when I got that, that's what, because I didn't know how to, basically, I know if it's a 10-year, 12-year, but 10.2 years was really new to me. So when I see the 10.2 months, so I was trying to see how she got that. That's how when I got that, I see that number, that gave me the inspiration to do the question. I know, okay, I'm on the right track with those ones. Yeah. I didn't look at the other ones, so I should get them. I didn't know. I just thought that after I get number one, add the coupon payment to receive the total value will be, add the coupon payment. I think so. Yeah, if you do that, the coupon payment is 50. So after you get the 1135, if you add 50, you get the 1185.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the third one, discount the 2. Yeah.
Because obviously semi-annual, so it's 2/6 of the semi-annual payment.
Yeah, well, that one, the second one, the third one, I think I got it. I did the third one.
No, but look what she does. Look what she does.
What?
Then
Yeah, she does crazy. The third one is basically is just for the 10 years. You know, it's just for the 10 years. The third one is just 10 years without the 2 months.
right.
Yeah. So if you look at what I sent you, that's what I got on the first part. The first part where I get the 1171.23. You know.
Yeah, that wait, 1171?
Huh?
You mean 1135?
No, the 1135 is the first one. That is the whole price itself.
Yeah.
Number 2, you had a coupon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Number 3 is basically number 3 is the dairy. Number 3 is 10 years.
Just 10 years.
Before
Right,
it
without the
matures.
two.
It's 10 years before the basically number 3 is 10 years without the 2 months. You see that?
No, I don't know if that's right because then look. This is it says and so then look what she does in 4. The 117 is the full price minus the accrued interest, which I thought the accrued interest would have been the 2 months.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The 4 doesn't make sense because.
No, I know. That's why I couldn't follow it because it.
I mean, it's incomplete. It's literally incomplete because the whole thing is.
I agree. Yeah.
But this thing was issued to maturity, you know.
Right.
So I don't know why she's getting the 10 months and minus.
Yeah, that's what I think too. It's not, something's not right about it.
Yeah, I don't know why she's removing the 2 months.
Exactly.
Yeah, she should have added the 2 months. I mean, if you're looking for the accrued interest, she should have added the 2 months.
Exactly.
Not remove it.
Exactly. I think it's so. Yeah, I couldn't follow it at all. Okay. All right. So then, yeah. So then we're on to all this duration stuff, which I agree. I think I'll be really mad if we don't see this duration problem on the exam.
Yeah.
I think we better see it.
Yeah, I'm hoping she brings this duration, so at least we have one question from her for sure.
Right.
That's plus, that's you have 4, you know, which is good. You get 4 good ones.
Yeah.
And then the other one we swim with. Yeah.
The bond immunization is another little beastly thing. Because I know Dr. Godsman, excuse me, said to me, he remembers, because he used to sit on the exams before NAM, and he said, I remember her asking, I think during the orals, about bond immunization.
Who said that? Who?
Dr. Godsman said he remembers her asking about bond immunization.
Yeah. I think those are the oral ones. The oral is gonna be more stuff. I think it's more scarier than. But that one you could wiggle around the area. You say okay.
Right, because it's like interpretation. Like that's what that Eric was saying. He's like, sometimes they'd ask me a question and I didn't even know what they were asking, but I said, let me tell you everything I do know about what I think you're asking about.
I think that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Okay. So you said you're gonna have questions for the 2 questions by Friday?
I don't know. The guy,
But you say you have 2 people there that say they can do it?
One guy said, because I said, are you available tomorrow? He said, no. Let me go back on and see what he said. I said, okay, can you are you available on Friday? So what ideally I'm going to request is to say, can one of the tutors said the questions are written very poorly. Where do you go to school?
Okay, Gara, why don't you send them? It will be very easy. Send them the whole thing itself from the university, the question itself. Just say do question.
Huh? I sent the questions. I sent them the 2 questions. Supposedly they can answer. 2 guys said they could answer them. So
they said they could answer it.
This one guy said, he said, I looked over the questions. I can answer them. Okay, so now, so like you're saying, if they could just give us the answers.
They don't just
like,
answer
I don't want to
sit
there. I don't want to sit there for 4 hours.
No.
Like, I have no problem if it takes somebody 4 hours and I have to pay $200. You know.
No, I think just say.
But if I can say, can you just give me the write-ups? Yeah. And then if maybe me, you, and Michelle jump on an hour call with this person, you know, to make sure we're clear on what they've stated. But I don't want to, like you're saying, I'd rather them just give me a Word document with the answer.
Yes.
Is that
yes.
They, I think, are afraid that they're just giving the answer to like a take-home exam or something that we're supposed to.
I'm saying, look at the PDF. You know the one we got from the internet?
Yeah.
Huh?
What, when we search them online?
Yeah, the whole exams from the University of California.
Right.
That's the whole thing. It's a 2011 exams. So
yeah.
Don't send them, don't copy, send them that whole thing. Ask them if they could answer. He said, this is a past exams I'm trying to study. Can you answer question 3 or 9?
Okay.
I think that one they won't say it's a take home. It's there already. And,
okay.
And it's better because it's a PDF file. It's not going to be truncated. It's not going to be anything like that.
Right. Right. Okay. I'll see.
Yeah, I sent it to one of my friends. I thought I just sent it to him that he said, no, he can't do it, you know, something like that. Yeah, so send the whole thing, say questionnaire. I mean, I think I'll prefer it to 2 people because I don't think I'm going to trust one person.
So to pay 2 people to answer it, you think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I will share the cost. Let me know. Yeah, I think 2 will be. Because I did this many. I know you have. I did, even when we're doing statistics. This I did this some years ago when I was in school. When I studied Harvard, I said somebody sent me something. I didn't trust them. From then I don't know which one where to find some. Some people, they have no clue what they're doing.
Well, that's what I'm finding with these tutors, like that I'm smarter than them to begin with, you know, and then I'm like teaching them and I'm like, wait a minute. And then I ask the question that I'm unclear on and then they have no idea how to answer it.
Yeah. So yeah, I think let's try to, because Dr. Nam is here. He came back. He replied to me.
Oh, what did you ask him?
No, I sent him my proposal.
Oh, I forgot you're working with him.
Yeah, I sent him my proposal. He said he just came. He said, why need it? Because if they can't, we can. I mean, it's Michel's theory. If you ask him, he might not bring it.
Exactly, I know.
But I would like that so that he bring the other ones we know.
Yeah, I don't want those too. That's what I wish I didn't ask him for more questions. Because if we just had the old ones and then now he added these 2 new crazy ones.
Yeah, because the theory is this. It's likely he will bring this one because they are new.
Exactly.
You know? But if we don't know, if nobody knows how to do them, we'll ask him so that he don't bring it. He give us a solution so that he bring the other ones, you know?
Okay, he doesn't even have the solution. He doesn't even know it because he took them from other exams.
No, but I am sure he has them. Because if he's gonna bring them, he better know the answer to that.
So what do you think? Should we ask him about them so that maybe those ones are just not on it?
Yeah, if you're struggling somebody to do it.
Okay, how about this? After this weekend, if these two guys don't come through,
yeah,
then we will reach out to him.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Yeah.
And say, hey, like we cannot answer these. You've got to give us some solid direction, not like Uliana giving us vague bullshit. Like it needs to be real answers.
No, yeah. Send them to just say you want the solution. It's simple. You say you review some past exams. You know the 5. Do you know how to do these 2? I'm just want to start. Yeah, those kind of things to do that.
Okay.
If they can't, we're gonna do this stuff.
Okay. All right. So then.
So when are we meeting again?
There's the immunization. Hold on. So then there's topic 4 with the
I have not read top. Yeah. I have not read top. Huh?
No, topic 4 is real fun too.
I have not read it. It looks. I don't even know what he's gonna bring there. It looks pretty direct. I have not read topic 4.
Okay.
I have not read it, but I skimmed through it. It's international. It looked more theory.
It's easier. This one I had a tutor walking through, and he was clueless, and I could get through it myself.
Yeah, trust me. There is somebody was doing statistics once. Somebody analyzed some of these tours, just track them. Some of them they have no idea what they do.
Oh yeah, they're ridiculous.
I was even the statistics, the tutor that Wilson gave me for the stat when we're doing the stat.
Yeah.
And I met with her once. I was misled.
We did have a good tutor for stats. Me and Michelle, the other Michelle, and Steve were using this really great tutor.
Okay.
He actually helped me through my my publishing tutorials too. And he will help me with my dissertation, when I actually can focus on collecting data again. Dr. Wilson's my chair, and he's ready to kill me because this other guy hasn't got back to me at my committee, an outside member who needs to approve these documents, and not calling me back. And Wilson keeps emailing me about it because he wants to get them back to the committee, and I don't know why he's not getting back to me. So when do you have to do your proposal? When are you going to defend it?
It's October. I send it to him because the thing was after the exams, then
you can focus. Yeah. That's
why I tried
to explain to Wilson. I tried to explain that to Wilson. I'm like, I can't think about this right now. I'm sorry.
Or you for your defense, eh?
I already defended it, but now there were a couple of documents I needed to revise for the committee's approval. And I'm supposed to collect data in October, but I can't collect it until they finally approve it. And this guy's not getting back to me. So anyways, that's that. So yeah, I'm getting really nervous about these additional questions from NAM because these 2 people, like you're saying, I want them to just to me and send them.
Yeah, yeah.
Versus sitting there and I
know Michelle said she was gonna send. Michelle said she was gonna send to somebody. I don't know what happened with that.
What?
Michelle said she was gonna send it to a tutor too.
Oh, really? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna write to this guy and send him the questions from the PDFs like you suggested, and then hopefully he'll just charge for. I'll be like, just charge me for the time, that you spend solving it. And then if I spend another hour with him or whatever, just discussing it, or maybe we could just discuss it ourselves and not even need to spend the more money. So, all right, let me write to this guy. I think this was helpful tonight just to get a sense of where we're both at with this stuff. there's a lot to do between now and then, for sure.
No. This is very helpful. I mean, it's like we coordinate. We know what we're studying. We
Right,
have
exactly. And
we
that's
have
it's kind
similar
of like
stuff.
how I've,
Huh?
you know, with the CPA exam, I always felt comfortable. Like I used the Becker CPA review stuff, and I felt like if 75% of the students were studying this material and you studied as much as you could and you didn't know it, the rest of the people didn't know it either. You know, so I think like, what are they going to do? Fail both of us? You know, I think, I think I'm getting to the point where I know enough that I think I can make some intelligent comments.
Yeah.
And, you know, at least I just want to get to a point where I know something intelligent about everything. And then the problem is how much of the detail, you know, what do I really need to memorize? And just be able to be like a little robot and just regurgitate it.
I mean, the thing that if up to next week we're comfortable with the